And I just wanted to do a quick video with you to give you a little recap of this past year. We finally just finished our homeschool year. We finished a little bit later than normal, but I'll explain why in a minute. And it's July, so I'm in full planning mode for next year. Getting curriculum and, filling out my planner and getting the kids all excited. We normally start the new school year in July, so that's why I'm in full planning mode. So as far as this past year was a little bit different for us. We did start last July as normal, and there was a lot that went on last year. We started in July, and I do need to give you a little bit of backstory. We did start in July, and then in August I got pregnant, and I have really rough first trimesters. So I was sick a lot. I'm nauseous for like 12 hours a day, and the fatigue. Not to mention I do have 6 kids. So we started off with a bang, but we didn't quite continue that way. We had, good days and bad days. I had energy some days, I didn't some days. So we kind of just did what we could for a little while. And then, then in November, so we were kind of chugging along. November, the beginning of November, I went to my 13-week appointment to find out that the baby's heart had stopped beating. So, and that was completely unexpected. I had no symptoms or anything. So that happened. And then a week after my miscarriage, we actually moved in November. So November, December, it was just kind of a rough patch of recovering physically, recovering emotionally, and just kind of dealing with the complete chaos of everything. And then we had the holidays, obviously. So yeah, by the time January came around, I was kind of feeling better, and we were ready to get started again. We got back into planning mode. We, hit the books again hard, and things were going well. And then in February, I got pregnant again. So there came the lovely first trimester sickness and fatigue and all that. So yeah, our schedules got a little bit off track. I'm still pregnant. I am about 22 weeks now and feeling good now, but obviously you can see that this year has been a little bit rough. We've had a lot of ups and downs. We've had a lot of pauses. We've had a lot of ebbs and flows, and life interrupted a whole lot this year. But that is one reason I am incredibly thankful for homeschooling, because had they been in public school or something, I don't know. I mean, maybe it would have been easier, but I'm the type of mom, and if you homeschool, you probably are too. I enjoy my kids around. There were so many days this year that all I wanted to do, honestly, is just snuggle up on the couch with my kids and read some books. Do a craft, play a game, just watch a movie. So I'm thankful, so thankful that we have the ability to homeschool. So we did. We did finish a lot. We definitely started in July. They did incredibly. They finished their math. They finished their logic. Math, we do Horizons. They did finish their spelling. We used spelling workout, and we used Story of the World this year. We were doing the medieval times. We didn't quite finish the book, but that's something that they really, really enjoy. So we really just read that on the couch. We didn't do a ton of the activities from the activity book, but they enjoyed it, and really that's all that counts. They got their Bible done every day. We got lots and lots of reading done, like I said, lots and lots of books. Let's see, we took some field trips. We watched a bunch of educational videos because, that was the year. Um, this year, I had a seventh grader, a fifth grader, a second grader, kindergartner, and then a little preschooler and a toddler. And so the seventh grader and the fifth grader are pretty much independent. So they were able to finish the majority of their schoolwork this year. They just had to ask me sometimes for, assistance and math and things like that. The second grader, I had to keep her more on track, but she's also pretty much independent, and I think she likes to follow her older sister and older brother, and so she did really well this year too. The kindergartner, I mean, she's kindergarten. I'm not one to stress about preschool or kindergarten. So, she completed everything that I needed her to complete. So I'm comfortable with what she did. So obviously this year we will have eighth grade, sixth grade, third grade, first grade, and then pre-K, she'll be 4, and then a toddler. And then in November, I will be adding a newborn to the mix. So it should be interesting this year. So yeah, the things that we did not finish this year just because of life, like I said, we didn't really complete Story of the World. Science did take a back seat, unfortunately. I really enjoy science. We use Apologia. We didn't finish that. We were doing land animals this year, but similar to history, we just read a lot in the book and enjoyed what we were reading, and then we'd find videos on Netflix or something that corresponded with the animal we were studying. So we didn't do a lot of the activities, but I'm okay with that. We did start out doing French. We dropped it. I started out doing Expedition Earth, geography from Confessions of a Homeschooler. We dropped that, unfortunately. So there's a lot that we did drop. There's a bunch of stuff that we started and didn't complete, some things we skipped. But overall, I'm actually really happy with this year, especially considering what we went through this year as a family. And surprisingly, even though we didn't finish all the books, and I didn't get to check off every single page in my planner and check all the boxes, it's kind of remarkable. But we had a really good year. The kids and I are so much closer. My son just turned 13. He's my oldest. And I have to say, this year, probably more than any other year, we got really close. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs. We just shared a lot. We spent a lot of time together. My girls too. I feel like things in the house just kind of went smoothly. There was a lot of like home stuff learned, their chores, working together. So for me, and I'm sure for most of you, it's really not about the bookwork that we got done this year. I feel accomplished this year. I feel happy. I feel like my kids' hearts were filled. You know what I mean? And the relationships that we've built in this family, that's so much more important to me than finishing a textbook or finishing a lesson plan. So overall, yeah, we didn't finish quite everything, but we finished the year. Remarkably, we finished the year despite everything. They learned, they thrived, they loved, we had a good time, and that's really all I can ask for. So going into next year or this year, it's July, so beginning of July, we're probably going to take the next couple weeks off since we did finish a little bit later considering everything. I'm probably going to start towards the end of July. That's my goal. Again, we'll see how life turns out this year, especially with a newborn in November. But yeah, that's it. So overall, I'm happy, and I just want to encourage you, if you're having an off year, an off month, an off week as a homeschooling mom, it's really okay. You're doing the best job you can, and that's all that's important. I'm a planner by nature, but you have to also plan for the unexpected and the twists and turns that life takes. And It's okay. It's really all right. They will turn out fine. So if you want to stay with us on our homeschool journey, I'll be sharing a lot this year. Hopefully, we'll be a little bit more on track this year. And I will be sharing our curriculum choices this year. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be sharing all the different grade levels and the curriculum choices that we have this year. So be sure to subscribe below so you can keep up with our homeschool journey. And if you don't mind giving this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. So thanks so much for visiting, and I will see you next time. Bye.